great because the Wi-Fi, I'm in my room and sometimes the Wi-Fi is not that strong. So the Jandre is number 23 purely out of a jersey thing. So yeah, it's just the way the jerseys work out. So it's nothing other than that reason.
And then Wilco Louw obviously back. That's a big thing. We know what's been happening there. How's his mindset and everything?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Wilco had his challenges now, his personal things, but he's back in the group now for a week, and it's good to see him, and we know what he's capable of. Obviously, he hasn't played for a while, so we'll see how long he will go, but he's in good spirit at the moment, and yeah, it's good to have him back.
And like, once again, you've picked basically your strongest side. Is it the race weekend next week coming up? Is that played a role in the fact that you continue playing your strongest side to make sure you've got that momentum and cohesion?
Yeah, obviously the fact that we lost against Glasgow MVA and then had that week off before we played the Dragons was an opportunity to freshen up the guys and then play two games, and then next week is an off week again because it's Europe games again. So we feel that nobody's really overplayed on minutes maybe, but not continuously, 7, 8, 9 games. And then that's the one reason. The second and probably the biggest reason is if you look at Scarlets, Scarlets is a very good team. And again, if one think because they not on the top half of the lock doesn't make them a good team, you got it totally wrong. Just look at the quality they've got on the field, and they haven't, they haven't been outplayed by any team this season, and could have won a lot of games with small margins, not a lot of points. So they, and also if you analyze them, there's a lot of quality. They one of the sites, highest sites on scoring tries when they get into your 22. Good set piece, a lot of X factor players. So we need to be at our best first of all, and second of all, we need to pick the strongest side possible.
Just last question, sorry, Kobus. The Bulls have never won in Gleneagles, I'm sure I pronounced that correctly, against Scarlets. Does that play a role here? I mean, you want to, set the record straight?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, MVA, it's not something we focused on or talked about, but the reality is we know where we are in the season and we know the importance of the game, and if we want to progress in this competition. So I think that's probably the biggest reality, is that we have to win to stay involved in this competition, and if we had to play them at any place, doesn't matter where, it can be at Loftus, it can be in a neutral venue, it can be at home. We need to get a result if we want to stay in the hunt, and therefore we didn't put too much focus on that fact. Just it's a big challenge for us, and we have to take it head on, and the fact that it's at a place where we haven't done it, it will be obviously a good one if we can.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Reg so, Kobus.
Dankie Clinton, môre Akkers.
Kobus.
Akkers, jy het verwys na verlede week se wedstryd, na die kapteinsbeurt wat Marcel Coetzee gespeel het. Ons het nou hierdie week gesien, hy het op die lys van ervare bulle-kapteins het hy in die top 5 ingeskuif, hy het by Anton Lennard oorgevat. Net in terme van sy leierskap en die tipe rugby wat hy in die stadium van sy loopbaan speel, dit moet uiters belangrik wees vir die span, en veral gegeewe waar hulle nou is in die kompetisie en waar elke wedstryd basies 'n uitklopstryd is vir julle.
Ja, kyk, Kobus, ek het baie respek, soos ek gesê het laas week, vir Marcel, jy weet, vir hom as speler, maar meer as mens, jy weet, en die tipe mens wat hy is, en die span man wat hy is, en al was vroeër jaar 1 of 2 kere wat mense hom nie gekies het nie, en die manier hoe hy dit hanteer het, en toe hy die geleentheid kry om kapteinskap oor te vat, jy weet, toe lei hy weer met voorbeeld, en dis net die tipe mens wat hy is, jy weet, en dis hoekom dit so lekker is om hom in die span te hê, omrede hy met voorbeeld lei, en wat interessant is laasweek toe ons Clyde Dragons gespeel het, die media hierso het net so groot respek vir hom vir wat hy as speler weet doen en toe hy by Ulster was ensovoort. So hy het 'n baie goeie, ek wil amper sê naam uit nie net in Suid-Afrikaanse rugby nie, maar in oorsese rugby en dit is lekker om weet om met so 'n speler te werk, maar dit is sy nederigheid en sy hardwerkendheid en sy bereidwilligheid om almal te ondersteun wat vir my uitstaan en dit is wat hom so spesiaal maak en ek is baie bly weet dis vir hom dis 'n ja net om kaptein te wees van 'n span is al klaar 'n groot voorreg en die feit dat hy so lank en soveel wedstryde kaptein kan wees, wys jy maar net dis nie net ek nie, dit is baie ander afrigters wat daai eienskappe in hom sien, jy weet, en dan moet hy sy kant bring deur hoe hy lei en hy kry dit reg, so ja, so baie krediet aan hom.
Thanks, dankie Akkers, alles van die beste.
Dankie Kobus.
Thanks, Brendan. Your turn.
Akkers, morning. I might have missed it, but just on Kanan's injury, how serious is that? And Sergio, what happened there?
Yeah, hi Brendan. So Sergio unfortunately failed his one of his tests for the concussion. So he's fine now, but it was too late to make it the 7-day turnaround. So he'll be fine by the next game. And then Kanan, we obviously treated him and started to test him here from Tuesday. But yesterday with the run, there was still, signs that it's not 100%. And again, with where we are in the season, it's too high of a risk to push anything further and then he worsen the injury. So the fact that we've got next week off, hopefully it's not that serious that he will be ready when we play again.
And then obviously last week after we spoke after the game, things sort of, the rest of the game started to go your way. I'm sure you guys were smiling with some of the results that happened later in the weekend. You've obviously got to do your job first, well, on Saturday night, but you're also hoping for a similar weekend that opens a few more doors in terms of the permutations?
Yeah, again, Brendan, one can argue how it would have helped if the Storm was won and so on, but the reality is we can't control the other teams and who's going to do what. We in that playoff position, and if we want to stay there, we must look at ourselves and make sure we tick the box we need to tick, and then everything else will work out as it must be work out. So yeah, so we really know it's a big challenge. The Scarlets here at home, we've been away for 4 weeks, so we've got that challenge as well. But the players is aware of that. We're confident that we're going to we'll see where we are for that last 2 games.
And then just finally from me, because it's given where you guys were early in the season and the 7 losses in a row. Things have turned around. You now obviously focus very much on the playoff places, etc., and finishing as high as possible. Is there a sense for you as coach that things are the puzzles coming together when you look at the players and the way the performances they're putting together at the right time of the season?
Yeah, again, Brendan, I think we're on the right track, but there's still a lot of, you look at the games, there's still a lot of work to be done. And every game, no game will be perfect, but there's still things we can definitely do better and some decisions we make and so on. But the fact that we got consistency, a little bit more consistency in selection and we obviously, it didn't help that we got a few injuries over the last couple of weeks in and out on the outside backs, but that's the reality of the game. Every team struggles with injuries. And I'm proud of the players, how they responded and, how they got together and, all the hard work of the coaches and the medical staff and everybody so that, we can get the team out and perform. And, again, credit to the leaders, to the Roan Norkia and Elrich and Marcel and Andre and, all those guys that buy into the plan and then we get the guys to play and hopefully, like I said, we still haven't achieved anything or there's still a lot of permutations and it's we can just focus on what we can control now, and that is the Scarlets. But it is good to see and hopefully we can in the future, don't put that much pressure on us. But again, we don't want to worry too much about the future now.
Thanks. Good luck for the game.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thanks, Nicholas.
Thanks, Clinton. Hi, Akis. About a week ago, you were talking about the injury issues in the back line, and Cheswell and Kirkley Arendse, they were battling injuries, but they're back now. Maybe you can just speak into a bit about having them back, what kind of dynamic that's going to bring. I take it they're ready. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thanks, Nicholas. Hi. Obviously, as you're aware, that they got injured in the Glasgow game. So luckily we had that week off after that when they played the quarterfinals, and then we had last week the Dragons where they also didn't play. So this is their third week. So we're confident that from an injury point they both is fully fit to play. Obviously they haven't played now for two and a bit weeks, but they both are naturally just blessed to be fit and that. So that won't be an issue. And like you said, we lost Stravino and Sebastian, and then you got the quality of Kirkley and then Cheswell coming in, and then they got injured, and then we had Kainan. We had luckily the guys like Kainan and Sergio and those guys coming in, and then Kainan and Sergio now is out. So, but then those two come back. So in a sense, it's worked well. Obviously Sebastian and Stravino is long-term injuries, but those injuries was short-term, and they could have, one go in, one go out. So hopefully, if we get through tomorrow's game, well, like I said earlier to Brendan, then we'll have Kainan and Sergio back by the time we play again. So then hopefully the stocks will be good again. But yeah, it's just great to have the quality of those wingers coming in. I know Cheswell is early in his career, but I think he's proven that he can play at this level, and we understand that he's a young guy. There will be mistakes, but that's fine. There's enough senior players around him to support him, and then Kirkley is world class, and he obviously was unlucky this year with not having continuous games. He came back from the box with a sore knee and then had one or two niggles. But if we can get a run in of games with him, we will. We know that we've seen in the past these players that's got this world class abilities. They don't need a lot of games to get back to their best. So hopefully it will start tomorrow.
Well, thanks, and all the best for Scarlets.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any more questions for the coach? Okay, Coach, we'll keep it there, short and sweet. Thanks very much for your time. Good luck tomorrow evening, and thanks to the media.
Thanks everyone.
Okay.
Thanks, Glenn. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.